What is up guys, it's me Matthew Plays Games here, welcome back to another video. Now on Wednesday we are getting an update for Battlefront 2 and it is mainly the health and kill card changes, as well as getting Heroes of the map I believe as well, and a few other things here now, bug fixes and all that, but we're going to get some stuff about that later. So right now I just want to go over in this video all the loadouts I'm going to go with. Now if you hear a fan, it's my PS4, it's been all weird, but you can hear my voice pretty easily right now, so let's just get started with Boba Fett. Now, Boba Fett has always kind of sucked for me. I don't know if it's just me, but I think everyone doesn't really like the way he plays right now. Like, they gave him a buff in May, and they made it so he has more health, he has, and he can also roll in the jetpack, or like roll with in the air. And that doesn't work, because if I roll in the air, all the jetpack just runs out. So when the only time you can use it is for the hunt, where he has infinite fuel. But I mean, Boba Fett hasn't really been that good. He's kind of always been weak. He's always been one of those heroes like that just takes a lot of damage for some reason. But with Boba Fett, we're given a new card where if he's in the air, his abilities recharge faster, but his health regeneration is decreased by 1.5 seconds. Now, health regeneration in 1.5 seconds doesn't matter, so I'm going to go with that no matter what, because more rockets, more for the hunt, and more concussion rocket, even though I only use that like once a game. So we're going to go, I'm probably going to go with the new card. Intense Barrage is a must, because it's kind of useless without this card, the Intense Barrage card. And probably this one still, or maybe one of these cards, or I don't think I'd use these cards, like the concussion cards. Like, these ones don't really do that well. Like, I would probably like use this one if I increased the duration of the ability, like not like the reveal, like for the ability I would equip it. But for now, I'm probably going to go with these three. I might change it up, maybe put more jetpack cards, or maybe remove this. If this doesn't like work out well, then I might put these three together or something. But who knows? There's some kind of options for Boba Fett. And Boss isn't going to get one, but I'll show you my loadout anyway. I usually just have like Boss has a lot of options. This is probably his useless card. I don't use this one ever. I've used it a few times, but it doesn't really work. So I use the with Predator Instincts, it's active well into the duration, because the more kills I get, the more I can see through walls. More traps, always a must, and get health when you're in the Dioxis, because his health regeneration is kind of slow, which makes up for him not having any health regeneration at all. Chewbacca has always sucked in my opinion. Like, I don't know what's wrong, but it's like his bowcaster just doesn't have a range to it, like in the last game. Like in the last game, the more kills you got, the more bolts you could fire, which I think was a good trait. I don't think we'll have traits like that in the game, but that was a pretty good trait anyway, nonetheless. But I always go bonus health. That increases like pretty much the most health you can have. His new card, on the other hand, though, is every time he gets a kill, he gets 2% damage reduction up to the maximum. Now people are getting confused what the maximum is. The maximum is probably like the card level you can get up to. So let's say it goes up to, I don't know, 30% for example. Then I'd quit that card. If it's low, then I'll probably remove this card. But for now, I'm probably going to go with this one. And Echoing Roar, you always want that card on, like the Furious Bowcaster, because that's like his probably by far his best ability, where you can pretty much one-shot people in the head with that thing. And if that doesn't work out well, which it probably will work out well, then I'll go with this one, the receives less damage from blasters from Furious Bowcaster, because that means if I equip these card with this card, that card, and I get more kills with it, that's 20% damage reduction. But if I remove this card and I put this card on, then I get damage reduction from that. Or if I want to like make that spice that up a bit and probably put receives less damage, then he might be invisible a bit. But I'm probably just going to stick with these cards for Chewie. But Chewie does have some options still. Vader, he's getting a new card where he, like, every time he gets a kill, he regains stamina. Stamina isn't is kind of bugged. It's very bad, like the blocking and all that, and stamina for Vader is not that big of a deal because he has one ability which can give him 50% reduction, and there's one card like this one, deflecting blasters will drain less stamina, so I'm probably gonna move this card and put either this one on, because this one looks pretty good, or maybe this one even, because his choke's better now with the 90% damage reduction. I'm probably going to go with the longer choke, maybe, test that out a bit, or this one, or maybe this one. Like, Vader has a few options. I've tried this card out, this doesn't work. It doesn't work, like, if you get a kill with it, it just doesn't give you very exchange duration, so I'm probably going to go with one of his choke cards, or maybe the saber throw cards, because Vader has some options now. Now, he has pretty good options. Now, Palpatine, his new card he is getting is, every time he is pretty good, every time he hits someone, I think it hit someone with it, if he hits like a total of 4 enemies, so every enemy he hits, it reduces 0.25 of a second, so a quarter of a second. So if you hit 4 people with this, it reduces it by a second, which, that is crazy. But I always rock with these 3. Like, his Dark Aura cards could be useful, but I just never use it that much. His Primal Electrocution just doesn't, like, his Electrocute is just not good. And this one's only if you had to get electrocuted, so I'm probably going to stick with these 3 cards, but it might stack. So if I move that card, for example, he might be really good, like, because with the more targets you hit, the less it could, you know, like the less the less recharge time it has. I don't know how far it stacks, but who knows? It might be broken. I don't know. Now Han is getting a new card where he can just basically get more rolls, but he his recharge, like his time, like his recharge, for his abilities are shortened. Well, not shortened, last long. I think that's the card, or he just gets free rolls. I really don't know, because free rolls is really good. Like, if he has free rolls, he might be the best blaster hero. Because when you think about it, if he can roll forward, then place his detonite charge down. He can roll backwards, then explode the detonite charge, then he can shoot you a bit, then he can roll, and you'll have another roll again, and you can just keep on rolling. So depending on what it is, I go with this one, the heavy modified blaster, because it just, without this card, his blaster overheats quickly. Air burst is always one I always, half the time or more than half the time, I always like detonate before it hits the ground, and telephone kill card obviously. I might go with the roll one maybe, and if that doesn't work out well, I'm probably going to go with this one. Sharp Shot has we're just at the time, so because it is pretty good. So yeah, and none of these other cards are really that good for him. This one's kind of like a hit and miss because you have this one on. But Han's gonna have a few tiny little options there. Iron's getting a card where she basically, like, every time she uses her droid, it's a 25-meter like radius of like the enemy showing. I'm not going to use that. I don't care about my allies at all, because my teammates just never like decide to do anything for me as well. So I'd probably go with this card. It builds less heat, but I don't really care about that one, so I'm not going to go with any of these shock ones. I'm probably not going to go with any of these because I've seen YouTube videos of these and they don't work well. So I'm probably going to go with the droid has more maximum health, because that's going to be really good for Iron. Like, Iron's probably going to be a bit better with that card on. Now for Kylo Ren. Kylo is getting a massive, really good card. After Frenzy, he basically, his lightsaber damage increases for 6 seconds. Now when you think about that, right, the amount of officers on the battlefront is because of how many battle points you can get, and most of them have recharge command. So if you get hit by recharge command and get your abilities faster, and it's during that 6 seconds and you use that frenzy, and you activate this card, stacked with that card, and stacked with this card, if you're in the final phase, I'll probably only use this if I use the final phase or a hero event, then that's a lot of damage. Also, okay, so think about it this way, right? So you use Frenzy, then right after, like a second after, you get Recharge Command, then you go up against a hero or something like that, and then that, it still thinks you're in the, you're still in that 6-second period, then you use Frenzy again, and you have bonus damage, like say it's 20, I'm probably going to say it's 20, because these two are also 20. Alright, so that's 20 damage, so let's just say his one is 125, so it'll probably go up to 145. Then, this increases the damage rate of that, which is another 20, which is 165. And I don't know, it depends on the back, so let's just say it's a back, and you get up to like 200 damage. Then, if you're near a villain, then you're gonna get another 20 like damage. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm probably gonna go with these 3 cards, but unless it's like the first 2 phases of Galactic Assault, I'm probably gonna go Power Reach. I'm not gonna go Stamina or any of these freeze cards or one, like, because like sometimes I'd use Frenzy and it just won't activate sometimes. So I'm probably gonna go Power Reach. But if it's the last phase or if it's a hero event, I'm definitely going to this one. So Kyle is gonna be a monster. They might have to nerf him. For Lando, he's getting a new card. What's the new card again? I have no idea what the new card was. Oh my god, what was it? Every time he gets like 2 kills or something like that. All I know, it's not that good of a card. So whatever card it is, if it's not good or not, I don't know what it is. I forgot completely. I'm probably just gonna go with this Disable card where Quick Shock, so it like extends the duration, or probably just have this one maximum efficiency. Every time you hit 3 or more targets, it will reduce the damage, or it will reduce the recharge time. So I'm probably going to go one of those 2 cards, because increased health's always a must if you always have that. In this one, you can pretty much just snipe for days with that sharp shot. Leia's getting a health or kill card replaced with, if you're near an ally, they get damage reduction. Now that's crazy, because if you're just near people, which is sometimes like when it is really good, like if you're in like the last phase of Endor, like everyone's gonna have a damage reduction, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm probably just gonna stick with these 3. Like, can regenerate more base health, that's pretty good. More alternate fire, because I only use Leia for long ranged, and the new card as well. Like Leia, I mean Leia has some options, but I mean her cards, I mean her abilities just kind of suck. Like the blind grenade doesn't do that much. The rapid fire is just kind of weak. So that 3 cards I'm probably just gonna go with. For Luke, he's getting a card where every time he gets a kill, his lightsaber increases by 2 to a maximum. I'm probably going to say the maximum is like 20 or 25 or something like that. I'm always going to stick with that card, and I'm probably just going to go with these ones that pushes an increased arrow effect, because I always used to win to this one, because I always thought it would like increase the damage, but no, it just like increases the how far we go. So I'm probably going to go with increased arrow effect and more damage with repulse if they're near you. I'm probably going to go with those, or maybe a rush card or something. Maul, he's getting one where if you spin attack 3 people in 1 spin attack, then it reduces the recharge time by 75%, which is crazy at start, because when you think about it, right? So you have this one on where it increases the recharge rate of all your abilities, and you have this one, so you get basically a free spin, like a 3-hour spin. And if you do that one, if you randomly get 3 people with the spin attack, then you can spin attack for ages. But I'm probably not going to go with that one, in my opinion. I only use the spin attack to either escape or just damage someone slightly, because the spin attack, like, in fact, it's not if you kill people, but at least if you had to hit them, then it could be useful for like narrow hallways like Naboo or something. I'm probably just going to go with the less damage from blasters, another spin, and probably more ability, more ability recharge, or maybe swap that out if that increases the recharge, and probably more saber damage, or maybe a choke card. He has some options now, but Maul's card is, it depends really on what map you're on. Ray's getting a card where oh wait, I think I know what it is. So I keep forgetting all these cards. Oh wait, I think it's basically if you get a kill or something like that, she gains some, like she gets a damage reduction or something. I think that's it. Whatever Ray's card is, if it's good, then I'm sticking with these. Damaging strikes always good because I like more damage on my strikes. Insight will last longer because I like the more time you can see through walls, and the health or whatever card it is. If that card's not good, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, people. Then I'll probably go Resilient and Dash with the less damage reduction because I can't tell you how many times I've used that dash, and sometimes some people will shoot at me from the sides and I might get wrecked. So Yoda, he's getting a card which is interesting, right? So it's kind of complicated to explain, right? So listen up. I'm just kidding. So basically, when he uses presence, and whatever damage he inflicts after presence, he'll gain back that health, but the recharge time of it's for 13 seconds. So if this is good, then I'm going to stick with these three. But if that one's like not what I think it is, then I'm probably going to go with an extra dash, probably, or less stamina drain. I'm probably going to go with an extra dash if that one's not good, because Yoda might be a beast if that works. Hopefully it works as intended. Finn's getting a card where basically if he buffs like more people, then I think like if he's near people he gets a damage reduction or something like that. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of like for teammates. So if it's something to do with his teammates, I'm going with these three Deadeye cards, because this Deadeye will be a monster. Like, it's already a monster kind of, but with the walk-on rages, because I've always like rocked with these three. But Finn will probably be better with that one on, so unless it's not that good, I'm probably going to sit with those three. But if it's not that good at all, then I'm going to go for three Deadeye cards. Now Phasma's getting one where it's basically, if you every time you get a kill, like if you're near enemies, I think, then all their actually, I think I know what it is. So if you get a kill with her gun, or allies get a kill with their gun, then they receive a 2% damage reduction up to a maximum, which is probably going to be like 20%. But the thing is though, if you stack the new card with that card, where every time she gets a kill with the blaster, the heat is reduced for 60%, then that could be, you could pretty much shoot forever, kind of, not forever, but you know what I mean, like shoot rapidly. I'm probably not going to go with that card, maybe. It depends really. I'm probably going to go for 2 health, and Phasma's kind of been bad. So if this was like Staff Strike is increased damage overall, I'd probably rock with it, but I'm probably going to go with one of her droids or something like that. Phasma isn't really that good, but she's okay. Grievous, he's getting a pretty good card. Every 10% health he inflicts, he gets a damage reduction. Now, the thing is though, that what's interesting about this is I might rock this for one reason only, right? So Grievous has these multiple cards where takes less damage. Now, if this goes up to like 20%, and then you rock over this card, let's say it's 20% per se, like it goes up to a maximum of 20%, or like every damage reduction he gets 5%. So let's say every single time you receive 10% less health, then I think it's 10% less health, or it's 100 health, one of those two, then you get 5%, right? And if I'm at like 10 health, and that goes up to like nearly 50%, 45%, then I use this card, I have 85% with my Unrelenting Advance. But if I use this card as well, 90% reduction, and he's going to be invincible, pretty much, with these two stacked. which is crazy. Like, I'm rocking that card. I'm probably going to rock this card as well, because his chorus is the best one, and I'm probably going to go with more maximum health. I'm probably going to go with those three for Grievous. Or either that, or I'm probably going to go with, unless it's like very small, like I don't think it will. As a last resort, I'm probably going to go with these. I'm probably going to go with that. Grievous might have some options now. Obi-Wan kind of sucks at the moment right now. Every time he deflects some blaster bolts, it like decreases his stamina drain, or decreases it. Now, I don't really care about stamina in this game, like I said, but if like you stack with these two cards where it's like walking lightsaber and blaster attacks and drains our stamina, and this one as well, the new one, then he will block for ages, but I don't really care about that. So I'm probably going to go with his more health regeneration, his more damage with a defensive rush, and probably going to go one of his push cards, probably this one where it's slightly shorter, or it has a longer base range. Obi-Wan kind of sucks. His cards are just not that good. Dooku, right now Dooku kind of sucks. His swings are very slow and they don't have a good range to them, so I hope we fix him this month, but his new card though is very, very good. So every 15 seconds, every 15 seconds he has a critical strike, and every critical strike will decrease 1 second for the next one. So let's say, right, I spawn in as Dooku, then 15 seconds go by and I swing and I get a critical hit, then it will decrease for 1 second, so it will go to 14 seconds until I get a next critical hit, and then it'll stack up. So what happens if you get 15 and like you always critical hit someone? Oof. We're probably going to have to do a maximum to that. So I'm probably going to go with that one, the new card. I wonder if the critical strikes matter with the duelist. Because if that was the case, that would have been crazy. Because if you have a critical strike and duelist up at the same time, he could probably like two-shot heroes. Like, you can already like two-shot some heroes. Like, probably two-shot some other heroes. And I'm probably going to go with maximum health regeneration, because right now I'm going with those 3 cards, and none of these lightning cards are good and expose weakness, so I'm probably going to go with those 3 cards. Or I could go with, if this card like doesn't do what it's intended, I'm probably going to go with recharge time is reduced, so I might have 2 Geos cards and increase maximum health regeneration for Dooku. And finally, with Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker is getting a card like Luke, where every like kill he gets his lightsaber up to 2 for maximum. Oh wait, no, actually, is it that? I swear, I don't know if it is that, but it's something to do with that. Is it like every time he gets? Oh, yeah, I think he gets like not damage reduction. Oh wait, I think it's like every time he gets a kill. I think that's what it is. But if that card does what it's intended or something like that, I'm probably gonna go with the Massive Strikes. If this card works, and I'm gonna go with Massive Strikes, the new card, I'm probably gonna go for Heroic Might deals more base damage, because Heroic Might doesn't really do that well anymore. Or I could go with, I'm probably gonna go with that card, or I'm probably gonna go with Pull Dominance or something like that, because like deals 50 more damage if you pull 2 targets, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. 170 damage, which is really good. Or if this card doesn't suck, I'm probably going to go with that one. So Anakin is probably going to be kind of good now. Well, he's already good. He's already one of the best heroes in the game with 4 abilities, but ever since they nerfed him, I haven't really played him that much. I'm 107 of them for some reason. I don't play him that much. I don't really know why. Maul's my highest upgraded, 116, and Yoda's my highest. No, wait, never mind. Anakin is. So that's all of my hero loadouts for next week. Next Wednesday, this Wednesday, what am I talking about? This Wednesday coming, the health on kills will be removed. It'll be passive. and we're gonna have new cards, and I'm excited to see them all. If hopefully most of them work, and if they don't work, then I'll let you guys know and change the loadouts. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me your loadouts down below. Let me know who you're gonna like be rocking. I think Kylo's gonna be an absolute monster with these 3 cards probably. These 3 cards are just gonna make him a beast, and especially the recharge command thing if you have a recharge command. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a nice day. See ya.